Hey everyone, so let's do a gaming test here on the Samsung A15. So here in the US, this is a $200 budget phone. Start off here with some Call of Duty Mobile, and we'll see how long each of these take to load in. So most of these games did take a little bit to download. They definitely take a bit longer to download and like do all their updates and whatnot. Download every little bit that you can download on them before you can actually start to play a game. They do take quite a bit. It did take quite a bit of time, say compared to a more expensive phone. So more compared to like a flagship phone. But once you actually have everything downloaded, it's not too bad getting into them. Again, as long as there's no extra updates, which of course most games do have updates all the time. So again, we're starting here with Call of Duty Mobile. We get rid of all that, and go up here to settings. Get rid of all that stuff, and then we will go into audio and graphics, and see here this is what it sets it at. It sets it at medium graphics as well as medium frame rate, and then all this other stuff as well. Alright, starting up a match here, a multiplayer match. So we'll just play for a few moments here, show you how well this all works. So of course you can zoom in or aim down the sights, should say. You can do the crouching, of course you can do the jumping. So we just have it on the simple mode, and I believe most of these players are not actually even players, they're just bots. Using on-screen controls is not my favorite thing to do. It's a lot better to hook up a Bluetooth keyboard. Just makes it a lot easier to control your character. But yeah, you all can see this is doing pretty smooth here. Yes, I mean this guy should have taken me down there. If that was an actual player, both these guys would have been gone a lot sooner than that. But you guys can see this plays nice and smooth in medium graphics and frame rate. Next, we'll go into some PUBG Mobile here. Again, show you guys how long it takes to load into the game itself. And it should log us right into the game, not into the login menu. So I should be already logged in. Like I said, every time it will check for updates, but I just updated this before this video, so it should be all good. So what we're going to do here is load this in. And I will say this display is quite nice, especially for a budget phone. This is probably one of the nicer, I would say this is probably one of the nicest budget phone displays out there. This probably even goes past some mid-tier phones. Alright, so we'll go on into a match here. Alright, starting into the match here. So of course you have your airplane going on in here. So this is a team of 3. So let's see, once this pops on up. I don't know what all that stuff means. Usually has the unfollow somebody will pop up in just a moment, but I guess not this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll just dive on down. And actually it all does look pretty good. I guess I never showed off the graphics this time around, did I? So graphics here is going to be in HD and in high. Again, that's what it puts it in. I did not change up any of that stuff, so that is what it recommends. So we'll take a dive on in here, and you can actually see all the trees. You can actually see some of the buildings and stuff. The big quarry sign, of course, or name there. Not sign, but name. So I mean, it's actually pretty good. I mean, you can see all of the buildings and whatnot. And we'll just go on into here. I think half my body went into the ground, but that's okay. We'll go grab this stuff. See if we can find let's see what we can find in here. Alright, there we go. So we have something there. So again, you see this is nice and smooth. I don't think there's a frame rate counter in this game. You all let me know if I'm wrong on that. Maybe there's a way of enabling one. But I don't think there's an FPS counter. Let's see, we have the 28 milliseconds. I don't see anything about frames, FPS, frames per second, or anything like that. Try and shoot this off. Of course, this is one of those games that's kind of hard to find people in. But again, you guys can see, oh, this is nice and smooth. You actually see pretty far into the distance there, too. And you can see the silos. I think those are silos. That's nice and smooth. The transition's nice and smooth from aiming down sights to not. Falling on down there. The rocks look, or not rocks, whatever these are. The tarps, I guess, look a little bit weird. Looks like someone's attacking us. Is that my own guy? Wasn't that my own guy shooting me? I don't think I can get hurt by my own guy, though. Well, anyway, y'all can see this is pretty nice and smooth. Alright, next we'll show off Raid, and then we will show off some Roblox. So again, let's let this load on in. Alright, and if you guys want to add me as a friend in any of these games, you know, feel free. The only games I really play, though, is Roblox, a little bit of Roblox, and then some Raid. Call of Duty, and PUBG, I don't really play all that much. Alright, you can see here, that loaded in actually rather quick. Okay, get rid of all this stuff, nobody cares. I don't care thing. Go up here, options. So again, medium and 30 frames per second. We can change that if you want to. I don't know how well this will play in higher end, higher graphics, but let's go into a dungeon. We're just going to do the very first one here. Make sure my team is correct. We are good. So every time you go into a new dungeon, new arena, new whatever, it will do all this downloading stuff. Kind of problem with games, I would say, on mobile is that they're always downloading things onto your phone. Always having updates. Always just downloading extra stuff. So you need a decent amount of storage if you are an avid gamer on mobile. Alright, so this should be nice and easy. My guys are a lot higher level than 4. I've actually been really enjoying Raid. I didn't think I would, but I've actually really been enjoying it, especially the arena battles. Love going to the arena and just destroying people. And sometimes getting destroyed myself. Alright, so you can see again, nice and smooth. And I will save this game every now and then. You will get a little bit of lag spike, but nothing major whatsoever. So now we're at the boss. Take down his lackeys first here. Almost one-shot him, but not quite. We'll actually attack him with this attack because it does a lot of damage. Hit him with the poison here. So hit both of them. Yep, there we go, take him down, and he's almost gone already. So again, this is just the first match of this dungeon, and he went down from the poison. So again, nice and smooth. Again, you will get a little bit of laggage, but nothing major every now and then. And then last but not least, we will go into Roblox. I know this is a lot of people's favorite games. Games, which you call Roblox, a game or games. Alright, we are just going to show off Arsenal because it actually has an FPS counter here. And if it can do Arsenal, it can do other games as well. You know, Roblox is kind of one of those weird games where some of the Roblox games you can play in max graphics on devices, and then other games you can play in low graphics, or barely playing low to medium graphics on. All depends on which game you're playing. But again, Arsenal will show us off a FPS counter here. So this will be just in automatic graphics. So let's go ahead and put that in automatic. And we will go ahead and deploy. And I guess you set that. So hopefully y'all can see. There you go, we'll zoom in a bit. So we are hanging around 30 to 40 frames per second. And again, this is in automatic graphics. Anytime we go down, it usually drops the frames quite a bit. But I mean, it's still pretty decent though for a this cheap of a device to be hitting 30-40 frames per second. There are other devices that will not do that. That will actually kick you from the game, depending on which Roblox game you're playing. Yes, I don't think this is too bad at 30 to 40 frames per second. Again, to me, that is very much playable. It does drop to about 20 though when you go down. And I think also it also depends on which map you're in, which arena you're in. So we somehow missed him. I feel like I got me through the wall, but I can't get that guy through the wall. So you're just walking around doing your thing. It's around 30 to 40 frames per second. When you go down, it was going down around 20. So again, I would say this is playable. So I would say for $200 here in the US, the A15 is actually decent for gaming. Of course, it's not going to be the best thing ever for gaming. You're talking about a $200 phone. If you want something that is better for gaming, you'd have to step up to like the S24 series or S series, somewhere in the S series, I would say. But I think for general gaming, as long as you don't mind low to medium graphics, this thing is actually pretty decent. Yeah. One thing also to note though, I did not show off in this video, is it only does have one bottom speaker. It does have a mono speaker. It does not have dual speaker. So it does get nice and loud. It does sound pretty good. But you want to get it from the bottom, not from bottom and top like you do with other phones. So something to keep in mind. Y'all let me know what you think though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.